Welcome back. Well, it's definitely the Christmas season, isn't it? So, of course, we have to read a Christmas book. And this one tells the story of a little baby born in a stable. And you can probably guess who that little baby is, right? Let's read. All is bright. When God came down one silent night, written by Clay Anderson, illustrations by Natalie Merheb. Clay Anderson is husband to Karen and dad to Avery, Garrett, Asher, and Quinn. After reading dozens of great books from the local library to his kids, he decided it was time to write his own. Clay was raised in the Chicago suburbs, and his roots are deep there. Their family recently moved into the same house where he grew up in. Clay works in IT during the day, but has served as a youth pastor and has worked with children and youth for more than 20 years. Natalie was born one snowy winter night in the far north of the Midwest. As a child, she spent most of her time coloring and painting, and then studied fine art at university. For several years, she worked in graphic design, but after the birth of her twin daughters, she began creating digital illustrations, and now lives in Dubai in the Middle East, a city of perpetual heat and sun, with her husband and daughters. When not illustrating, you might find Natalie horseback riding in the desert, trying out a new recipe in her kitchen, or at the beach with her family. Gabriel appeared to her and said, "Greetings, favored woman. The Lord is with you. Don't be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God. You will conceive and give birth to a son, and you will name him Jesus." On the dusty streets of Bethlehem, the sun is fading fast. An old dim lantern lights the way. The day has nearly passed. A starry sky appears above as dark engulfs the light. And soon the din of day will settle into silent night. But still, there is a bright, expectant glow that fills the air. Like something good might happen here. But when? And what? And where? A worried couple hurries. There's no room for them in sight. And yet a sudden peace surrounds them on this holy night. The city had been full of people hustling all around. The markets bustling as the census brought the crowds to town. But now a quiet night descends just like a healing balm. The air is still and hushed, and in the moment, all is calm. Down a winding, dusty road. Oh, could that be a light? A place for them to rest, where all is warm and all is bright? There, upon the edge of town, an old ramshackle barn holds a dirty feeding trough for cattle on the farm. It's not what they had hoped. A stable seems a little wild. Yet here the grace of God surrounds a mother and her child. And from this humble place, the world will never be the same. A baby will be born, and everyone will know his name. The baby's newborn cry had pierced the stillness of the night. It startled all the cows and sheep and set the birds to flight. But now the holy infant slumbers while his father smiles, his mother's touch so tender, and his precious face so mild. O little child, I wish the darkness of this world would cease. I pray for you this night that you might sleep in heaven's peace. Oh, sleep, my child, so deep and mild. Oh, sleep in heaven's peace. Not too far away, some shepherds, tired from the day, lead their sheep to quiet fields to graze on grass and hay. Little do they know, their silent night will be upset. For this will be a holy night they'll never quite forget. And suddenly the sky bursts in a blinding flash of light. The trembling shepherds quake in fear. What is this wondrous sight? I come to you with news that will bring joy to all the earth. The Savior, yes, the newborn King, come celebrate his birth. The shepherds rushed to find the baby just as they were told. As glory streams from heaven, far too brilliant to behold, God the Father smiles upon the precious baby boy. Ah, this is my beloved Son, who brings me so much joy. The sky is filled with angels celebrating Jesus' birth. Glory to our God in heaven, peace upon the earth. Their voices rise in jubilation, loud and full and strong. Heaven's hosts are singing, Alleluia is their song. My soul, it magnifies you, God. My spirit bursts with joy, for you have trusted me, your servant, with this baby boy. From this day on, the world will call me blessed, though I am lowly. Oh, you have done great things for me. Forever you are holy. And little child, what does it mean that you are here? Are you the one we've waited for, who quiets all our fears? Within my heart, I know our world no longer has to mourn. Our souls will be set free, for Christ the Savior has been born. Oh yes, my child, my precious child, your Savior has been born. The end. One silent, holy night a baby was born, and the whole world changed. God sent his own Son to be one of us. Isn't that astounding to think of? I'm always amazed how every author and illustrator finds his or her own unique way to tell us this story. So come back next week, and we'll read a different Christmas book. This one about a little lamb who ends up in that stable barn the night Jesus was born. See you next week.